So I run a search and staffing firm nationwide, and I'm going to be celebrating my 40 years in that industry this year, believe it or not. And I own my own firm for 13 years. So it's Dawson and Dawson Staffing, and I'm the CEO of that firm. And we think about people like this, that they are very important as much as a product or service that you're selling in your company. Without knowing who the people are that you have, you're really never going to succeed. So that's why I'm so excited to be here to talk about that passion that we have.
Yeah.
Kathy, would you say that employers or employees are in the driver's seat when it comes to hiring in 2021? And maybe that does change in September. I don't know, but what are your thoughts there? No?
Well, no, it won't change in September, no matter what they pay. It's still going to be a tight labor market. And it's always for the next year, probably it'll be a candidates market, meaning that the companies are going to be struggling to find top talent. To speak to what Laura just said, we're finding that that salary compensation thing when they want to leave and the hours when they want to leave, like you're going home to, Florida, let's say, to be with your family and friends, but you want the job in California. Well, there are some HR professionals that would say they need to be then, given the salary of somebody in Florida, which will be substantially less. So they're not probably likely to make that move unless you have the Laura mentality, which is keep them where they are, they're secure, and then, lift them up, don't take them down, right? So it's all about having quality people and making sure you manage to them and you manage to keeping them. So I think for me, it being a candidates market, every 7 years, it seems like, in the USA, we go through sort of a little struggle. And in search and staffing, it's been that way for me every 7 years. I know it's coming, 7 years is on its way. I know it's coming, know it's coming. And I thought 2008 was pretty bad, honestly, but I guess not so much. There was somebody else who had an intention to show me that that wasn't the worst it could get. And so now here we are. And to see the companies that I'm working with thrive, not only survive in this marketplace because of the things that Laura and I are talking about is super motivating for me. And it's really helpful because then I have my other clients. I have clients that are not doing well. I have one client that has had a tremendous amount of turnover. He's lost 6 people and he's about a 20-person company. That's a very big turnover, right? Well, why is that happening? COVID, not being in the office, not having the water cooler talk, not onboarding them in such a way where they get the culture, the mission, and the vision. These are young professionals that are at their home in their PJs or their slippers, and they're trying to do the work that they're teaching them, and they're not so excited about it, They're like, wait a minute, there's got to be a better way for me to not live with my mom and dad. How do I do that, and they are figuring it out. They're starting their own businesses at record rate. Whenever there is a little bit of dip, that's what happens. People get creative. We're not like Laura, where she had the idea a long time ago and she was successful at it and kept going. I'm only a new business owner, 13 years. So, it's not so long. And it's been a fun ride, but I got to tell you, two of those, I started in 2008 and then 2020. So I think I've done my time.
Yes, I'd say so. And also, but you do bring up an important thing, which is we look back at 2008 or even 1929, and these were moments of intense crisis, and obviously 2020 as well, but they're also moments for intense opportunities. There are going to be winners, definitely, and I think people that listen to this will also get ideas about what they can possibly do, as well as get awareness as to what's going on, which obviously is very complex and very unprecedented.